Hello everyone, and welcome back. JJ McBushy back here with another episode, and today, after the last episode, we dropped 3 spots to 7th position in the point standings. But today, we head to Auto Club Motor Speedway, Montana, where we qualified in 26th spot besides Trevor Bain. But in the past, we've been usually pretty good here, with even though we've had poor qualifying, we've been good. So let's see if we can get the job done today. 20 laps, it's 4 episodes this time, making it a little bit longer. It's got 4 races today. Seeing a little contact with Joy Logano for turn number 2, getting a run down the back stretch, as the draft is really key here in Auto Club, passing multiple cars. I told you, we never qualify good, but we're always really good on the restarts and stuff like that. As we are 4 wide, Matt Kenda, Casey Kane, myself, and making contact there with Austin Dillon, going down to turn number 1 and 2. As we head into 3 and 4 here, a massive checkup. What happened with Greg Hill was slowing everybody down, putting Brian Vickers on the wall. Look out, Jeff Gordon, Brad Keselowski, and look, just like that, started 26th. We're looking for 5th on Carl Edwards. We'd not be able to get that position. We'd make contact with Keselowski right here, spin ourselves in a Kurt Busch, and I'd be able to save it. He wouldn't. And Kyle Busch going airborne, a massive crash here in Auto Club. He's take a look, Kurt Busch and his brother. Oh my goodness. Kyle Busch, I believe, will DNF from this race, catching the catch fence back there, as we would pit on that caution. As side by side with Dale Jr., low contact with Cole Witt off the corner, as we would head into turn 3 and 4, 3 wide with Allgaier and Cole Witt. Carl Edwards moved them up the racetrack. We'll be back in the top 15. And fast forward a little bit, lap 14, we would have the lead right now. We would slip up, trying to block Carl Edwards. And this was just a horrible decision, blocking the 19, spinning ourselves out, hard impact into the inside retaining wall, bring out the second caution of the day. We would decide to pit on that, or we wouldn't pit, I should say, on that caution. Avoid Dale Jr. right there. That put ourselves in the wall. Lost many spots. Denny Hamlin, I was hoping to get a push from him. He would give us down to turn number 3 and 4. Yes, he was a big contributor, especially when these pit stops started happening. I believe all these guys got checked out tight there with Chase Elliott. He would try to block us, spin himself out, and bring out the 3rd caution today here in Auto Club. As we would restart with 3 laps to go. You see Kyle Busch 14 laps down after that huge hit into the grandstands and the catch fence in 3 and 4. As we would get a good restart here on Joey Logano, 3 wide, with him in the 3 of Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman peeking his nose in there behind 3 as well. Joey Logano going way back. He loses lots of spots as he did not get going here on this restart. We move up to 7 with 2 laps to go. We would get another couple positions up to 4th. Kyle Busch, I should say, would be leading this race. I guess it was Kurt Busch that DNF'd earlier. I was wrong. We would move up to 3rd, try to have a chance to win. Carl Edwards and Justin Allgaier were just so strong, as we really had nothing for them. Justin Allgaier dove into turn number 3, but on the exit of turn number 4, Carl Edwards would get the momentum. Allgaier would come home with a 2nd place finish. We would actually get the fastest lap on the last lap of this race, finishing 3rd, as that would bring us to Martinsville short track racing here at the Paperclip, side by side with Kyle Larson down to turn number 1 and 2. Usually if we qualify out front, which we didn't in this race, we would be chilling, but we qualified in the 20s with Larson, as you can see here. Fast forwarding, we were just like, there were a couple cautions that came out early in the race, and we just got horrible track position. Contact with Ty Dillon and Kyle Busch, Michael Annett putting us in the wall once again. As Kyle Busch, that heartbreaker, Auto Club last race, really reflecting on his pace today here at Martinsville a week after, putting Wise and Dillon on the wall there, making some grounds up. Greg Biffle looking for at least some spots, just not able to. We had no pace whatsoever here at Martinsville. Down to number 1 and 2 as Tony Stewart kept leading. We would hit a massive wall glitch there. Bring out another yellow. Restart, we would not pit. There's Dillon just trying to get as many spots as possible. But yet again, we would make contact with Biffle, sending us around. Stupid mistake by my part. Contact with J.G. Ely as well. We would still stay out as we would restart with 8 laps to go. Greg Biffle beside us because our right front was really worn down. That's why we didn't have any pace, as we would almost go full wide there. We had a good exit off of turn number 2, down into turn 3 and 4, side by side with Clint Boyer. But yet again, that right front tire really holding us down. Contact with Greg Biffle. We've had a lot of contact with the 16 late today. Kyle Busch, we just sent him packing back to the back of the pack as he was looking to rebound after Auto Club. To make contact with Cole Witt, the exit of turn number 2. That would bring us to 5 laps to go, up to 6. We would go way up the racetrack right here. Carl Edwards and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to take advantage of us into 3 and 4. We would go up the racetrack again. Stenhouse trying to take advantage, but we would only clear Carl Edwards. Down into turn number 1 and 2, we get a good exit and clear Stenhouse into 3 and 4 right here. But that would bring us up to 3 laps to go, and we would never look back. White flag. Final lap is in the air here for Jimmy Johnson. Here at the paperclip, he would come around turn 4 and win. We would hold off Edwards and Stenhouse on the rest of the field to finish somehow in 6th place when we had one of the worst cars in the field. Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, the top 10, and there's your point standings after Auto Club in Martinsville. We still hold a 9-point lead for Jeff Gordon, as we have some 2 really good finishes that's moved us from 7th to 1st in 2 races here in this episode. First round, 27.88 here at Texas. We're usually pretty good here, as we would follow Ryan Newman. Coming out of turn number 3 and 4 right here, we would get the best of it, another 27.83. Pretty good lap, but we're only allowed 3 laps in qualifying, and we would not be able to move on, as we would start side by side with Jimmy Johnson in the 48 Lowe's blue and gray machine, and we'd be underway here in Texas. 33 laps as we would qualify 24. Down into turn number 1 and 2, side by side with Matt Kenseth as well. Looking, trying to get the side draft off of him. Johnson would help Kenseth into 3. But like I said, 3 and 4 is one of our strong suits. Look at the momentum we had trying to get the quarter panel of Dillon. We would check on the inside line, gain more positions as we would crack the top 15. Kurt Busch intensive battle with Blaney and Truex. We would make a mistake. Truex was to our outside. We would try to block, just Gap ran out of room, spinning us around, as you can see right there, and just not enough room. Truex did not lift. He kept his nose in there, spinning us around, bringing out the first caution of the race. The massive checkup would happen here. We would move up almost to the top 20. Contact with Logano, sending, I believe, who was that? Looked like Kurt Busch on the wall and way back in the pack. as we would have 10 laps to go here. We'd be up into P19 looking for more spots, but as you can see, it just didn't look like we were gonna make it on fuel, as Bobby Labonte was holding a solid top 20. Good day for him, as we would try to gain on Cole Witt, Todd Gillen right here, but there would be a late race restart, bringing out the yellow. 2 laps to go here in Texas Motor Speedway, as I believe we brought out the caution. As you can see here, we were way back in the pack. We did not pit, and just more chaos. Kenseth, me, Cole Witt, a massive crash, as we would get another green white checkered attempt after that wreck. But this time we did pit. We would spin the tires here on this restart, and that just wasn't good for us. Kyle Busch behind us. Jeff Gordon was trying to clear us down to turn 1 and 2, and he would, but he would keep going until there was a checkup off of turn number 2. We would make contact with him and Kyle Busch, still beating the bang with them. Down to turn number 3 and 4, Casey Mears, Stenhouse, Allmendinger. I was not lifting. Jeff Bird, look at all the positions we gained. And we dive it in here on JJ Yaley, looking for a top 20. Unbelievable run we just got in the last half a lap, as we'd be side by side with Eric Almirola. He would clear us down to turn number 3 and 4. I don't know what was happening there, as we would go 3 wide. McMurray, he would lift on the exit of turn number 4, stall us. We would get loose, hit Cole Witt, and we would finish in a not what I was expecting 16th spot. A massive crash to end that race sent us spinning. Kevin Harvick leads 11 laps. As that was your driver's standings. We would extend our lead over Clint Bowyer, Brian Vickers, Austin Dillon would move into the top 5, and Ryan Newman as well. Rounding it out, we would start 6th at Bristol Motor Speedway. Like I said, Bristol, if we qualify up front, we are usually good and able to attain that track position. At the start, didn't look like it, but big contact happened right there. That would send us into the outside wall, as we would retain the track position on lap 1, sending it 3 wide on Jeff Gordon and Kurt Busch on the outside. Gordon would tap us, sending us to the apron, hitting back Kurt Busch and Paul Menard, sending us sliding. With Truex, a heavy hit, bringing out the first caution. You could just see the momentum on track. It was insane. You knew a caution was coming. I was not ready for that restart. We spun the tires big time, as Kenseth would pass us easily. Harvick and Jeff Gordon side by side for the lead. But Kenseth, in season 1 of our career mode, he's really good at Bristol in short tracks, as he would move into 2nd. We'd be side by side with Harvick for 3rd. We just did not have any momentum right now. We would just move the 4 Jimmy John Chevrolet out of the way there, as we would want the top 3 and get it. But here comes Kevin Harvick back in the bottom line, trying to take 3rd away. We just did not have any momentum on our car. We were really tight, but our ability to send it into the corner way deeper than the AI was a huge help. They would gain on mid-corner speed, as right here the game didn't pit us, so I had to get out of it. Luckily, a caution came out, so we were absolutely saved by Trevor Bayne right here, and Kurt Busch, Ryan Vickers. Don't know exactly what happened there. I think Vickers was trying to pit him with Kurt Busch and Trevor Bayne, and I don't even know. It's just miscommunication there. We moved Kyle Larson out of the way after pitting, side by side with AJ Allmendinger. Kenseth on the bottom line. That's usually right now where you want to be in today's age, but not back then. As you see, there's no black. You see on the bottom, it's all just gray. We punted Eric Almirola out of the way. We moved into 2nd position, the best spot we would have all day, until a caution, 3rd caution of the day, would come out. As Jeff Gordon leads, just contact there. Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Johnson, sending him around, bringing out the yellow. as we would not pit. Jeff Gordon we would have to lead on this restart, but Matt Kenseth would take it away, leading on the top line. And honestly, he would not look back. He would extend his lead. We would fight as hard as we could, but as tight as our car was, I mean, I didn't adjust anything because it really felt fine. Because if you're loose at Bristol, you're loose at Bristol. And the tight car was pretty much working for us with the speed and all. But 2 laps to go. Looked like Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch were catching us here for second. Luckily, there weren't any more laps, but Matt Kenseth was pulling away, and he probably would have caught lap traffic in the next 5 to 10 laps if we had any more. Stewart peeked his nose in there, but we would hold him off, finishing second. And Stewart third, Kurt Busch rounding out the top 4. Dale Jr. rebounds for a top 5 finish, as we would extend our lead. Brad Keselowski, Clint Bowyer, Jeff Gordon, as the point standings there after Bristol Motor Speedway. Martin Truex Jr. up 12 spots. He's trying to rebound. But we hold 2 wins and 5 top 10s after Bristol. We head to Richmond and Talladega next episode. It's been JJ McBushy, everyone. I hope you all had a good time if you made it this far. See you guys all next time.